So Subal said to Sushil, but Subal told Sushil that he would lie down quietly and he used to make it sure that mm, Sushil had taken the medicine, and after that he went out by locking the door. কি করলো? Father dear, my father is the best father on earth. Lie down, my father, my mother. The doctor ordered me to lie down before checking. Quietly, noisily. The cat bursts out noise quietly, making sure before applying the method I was making I making sure that Sushil had taken the medicine, making sure that the spices are perfect, comma the cook starts cooking, making sure that all the spices are perfect. The cook starts cooking. Medicine, the doctor prescribed me bitter medicines for malaria. Locked the locked door made me feel that the owner was away. Door. The locked door made me feel that the owner was away. Threw, cut. সো থ্রেও সুশীল কী করলো, নিজেকে থ্রো করলো বেডের মধ্যে এবং গেভ ওয়ে টু টিয়ার্স, ও কাঁদতে শুরু করলো। কি বলবো? ওয়েন মাই মাদার beaten, beat. When my mother beat me for my mistake, I threw myself on the bed and gave way to tears. ঠিক আছে, একদম এইভাবেই বলবে কিন্তু অন্য প্লটে। ওল্ড ইয়ং, so as old as my friend is as old as I am. My best friend. Wish, curse, opposite. I wish my brother win the first prize. Unlock my I lock my brother up because unknowingly I no one could lock me up, so nobody এই জায়গাটা could lock up. I could lock my brother up. I could lock my brother up if he created any problem, any confusion. Meanwhile দিয়ে make sentence হতে পারে। Meanwhile my mother arranged food for the strangers. Outside, inside, neglected, cherished, and school if you get back, make sentence. The make sentence the neglected. I neglected my study and got the result. Outside my house I saw a girl standing. Get back. However crazy we are, we can never get back our golden childhood days. Waste, utilize. I do not, my father advised me, ADVI, not to waste time, but work hard. Okay? So, at this moment, I am in the exam hall. Goddess wish fulfillment, so make sentence. The goddess of I wish, the goddess of wish fulfillment appear before my mind, before me, so that I can fulfill all my desires. Clear? Minds of both father, the minds of all the children are filled with amusement because of the magic show. Tomorrow, yesterday, young, old. So tomorrow I will be going to attend the function uh, with the boy who is as young as I am. Clear? So old, delighted. পয়েন্টগুলো কিন্তু মাথায় রাখবে, পয়েন্টগুলো আলাদা। যে she said to Subal, she told Subal that from the next day he would be as old as his son. And she told Sushil that he would be as old as his father. Clear? So delighted, dismayed. So both all the students of the class were delighted hearing the news of magic show. Why delighted? পুরো question answers কিন্তু line by line পড়ে নেব। usually মানে normally, এটাকে আমরা কি বলবো? usually it rains in rainy day, but this in rainy season, but this rainy season is quite hot. Sleep, awake, night, we sleep at night. We are allowed to sleep at night if we complete our study, but we are not allowed to sleep at night if we do not complete our study. Made up for it towards dawn, dusk. So at dawn the birds are cooing. এবার এইটুকুন জায়গার থেকে কোয়েশ্চেন্সগুলো দেখো। আমি এটা বলে দিয়েছি, his father privated him and ordered him to lie quietly and to be sure that Sushil had taken the medicine. He went out and locked the door. Sushil was very depressed when he found that his father already understood his intention, and so he threw into on his bed and gave way to tears, and he started wishing that if only he were as old as his father, he could do whatever he wished. No one could lock him up. At the same time, his father Subal was outside, and he was thinking that Sushil was neglecting his studies too much, and if he could get back his golden days of childhood, he would never waste his time but work hard. At that very moment, what happened? The goddess of wish fulfillment was passing by, and she heard whatever the father and son were wishing to her, and so she wished Subal that from the next day he would be as young as his son, so that he would be able to not to waste time and to work hard. And she also told Sushil that from the next day he would be as old as his father, so that he could understand that his father was also not be able to enjoy whatever he wished. Actually, to teach the father and son a lesson, she exchanged the identity of the father and son. এই জায়গাটা ভালো করে পড়ে এটা ফিল করবে যে এইভাবেই কিন্তু ফিল করছিল, তাই না? নেক্সট, to teach Sushil the lesson that his father could never be able to do whatever he wished, and to teach Subal a lesson that it would not be possible for a child to think, not to waste time and study hard. And the goddess of wish fulfillment exchanged their identities. So Sushil and Subal were very delighted. Why? Because the god of wish fulfillment already exchanged their identity, and in this way they could be able to enjoy each other's enjoyment. They would never think that there will be both enjoyment and also their dismayed part, right? Duties, responsibilities. So Sushil had no responsibilities, but Subal had. Sushil could enjoy whatever he wished, but Subal could not because she was father. But Sushil could not understand Subal's responsibility, Subal's condition. On the other hand, Subal could not never understand Sushil's problem to deal in his studies. Then, usually what did Subal do? Usually Subal could not sleep well. যখন সুবলের বয়স ছিল এইগুলো প্রশ্ন আসবে। ইউজুয়ালি সুবল কী করতো, এখান থেকে শুরু হবে কিন্তু, রাত্রে ঘুমাতো না, হ্যাঁ, আর অ্যান্ড মেড আপ ফর ইট টুয়ার্ডস ভোরবেলা ও ঘুমাতো, কিন্তু নেক্সট ডে থেকে পরের দিন সকালে কী করলো, ও ভোরবেলা জাম দিয়ে উঠলো। এই জায়গাটা ভালো করে পড়ো। হি জাম্পড আপ ফ্রম হিজ বেড অ্যাট ডে, ভোরবেলা উঠে গেল, অ্যান্ড হি ফাউন্ড দ্যাট হিজ লস্ট টিথ হ্যাড রিটার্ন। ও দেখলো ওর টিথ যেটা সেটা ফেরত এসেছে, মাস্টার্স বার বেয়ার্ড এগুলো সব চলে গেছে, ডিসঅ্যাপিয়ার্ড হয়েছে। ক্লোদেস যেটা পড়েছিল বিছানায় যাওয়ার আগে সেটা অদ্ভুতভাবে লুজ হয়ে গেছে, আর স্লিভস যেটা সেটা হাতের থেকে ঝুলছে ফ্লোর পর্যন্ত, ও ছোটো হয়ে গেছে না। অ্যান্ড ধুতি কী হয়েছে, ট্রেল সো অ্যাজ টু মেক ডিফিকাল্ট ফর হিম টু ওয়াক, এমনভাবে ধুতি জড়া গেছে, হাঁটতে পারছে না। এটা হচ্ছে প্রথম পয়েন্ট, মাথায় রাখো। প্রশ্ন আসবে প্রথম পয়েন্ট, এখান থেকে কিন্তু প্রশ্ন আসছে, এই পয়েন্টগুলো বলবে। ইউজুয়ালি সুবল রাত্রে ঘুমাতো না, ভোরবেলা ঘুমাতো, কিন্তু নেক্সট ডে কী করলো, ভোরবেলা ঘুম ভেঙে গেল, দেখলো লস্ট টিথ রিটার্ন হচ্ছে, মাস্টার্স বেয়ার্ড রিটার্ন হচ্ছে, ক্লোদেস বড় হয়ে গেছে, স্লিপগুলো বড় হয়ে গিয়ে ফ্লোরে ঝুলছে, ধুতিটা আছে। প্রত্যেকটা পয়েন্ট মুখস্থ করবে কিন্তু, হ্যাঁ। এবার যে মেক সেন্টেন্স দেয়, এটা তো আমি বলেই দিলাম। নেক্সট ডে কী হবে, নেক্সট ডে our teacher advised me to come within 10 a.m. because there was a magic show বা ডান্স competition, যাই হোক। jumped up My brother jumped up from his bed when he heard our pet barking. At daybreak, the birds start cooing. Found lost it. My grandfather grandfather found his lost teeth lying on the floor. My uncle returned home after visiting abroad. Moustache beard. The man with moustache and beard was very suspicious one. Disappeared. The suspicious man with moustache and beard disappeared as soon as the police arrived. Clothes. The clothes are there to dry. The clothes are hung to dry in sun before going to bed ridiculously. তাহলে ridiculously loose, অদ্ভুতভাবে loose, strangely. তাহলে I found my house ridiculously mismanaged. I found my room ridiculously mismanaged, and after that I found my younger brother there. So loose, my new shirt is ridiculously loose, and the sleeves were faded one. So hung, the national flag was national flag hung বলে না, এটা hoisted বলে। My new shirt was the new shirt which was ridiculously loose with baggy sleeves was was hung there. তাহলে my new shirt which was ridiculously loose was hung there. ফ্লোরের অপোজিট কী হবে, লুজ হবে টাইট, ফ্লোর হবে ওপরের দিক, কী হবে রুফ। তাহলে My floor was messy because of my younger brother. Dhoti, the old man, always preferred dhoti. Trailed. My sari trailed so as to make it difficult for me to walk. একদম এই লাইনটাই বলবে my sari trailed so as to make it difficult for me to walk. Clear? Difficult, easy. এরপরে এটাও গেল হচ্ছে সুবলের। এবার সুশীল ঠিক পরের দিন কী করলো ভালো করে দেখো। সুশীল পরের দিন উঠলো, হ্যাড বিন ইন দ্য সকাল ওটা হচ্ছে গেটিং আপ অ্যান্ড বিগিনিং হিজ অ্যান্টিক্স মানে দেওয়া আছে ফানি। ও বাচ্চা তো বাচ্চামো করা শুরু করে সকালবেলার থেকে, অ্যান্টিক্স শুরু করে সকালবেলা থেকে। কিন্তু সেই সকালবেলাও কী করলো, অনেকক্ষণ ঘুমায় থাকলো কারণ ও তো সুবল হয়ে গেছে। ফাইনালি ওর বাবা যখন ওর বাবা সুবল যখন নয়েজি অ্যাক্টিভিটিস শুরু করলো ওকে ওঠার জন্য, ও দেখলো যে ওর ক্লোথগুলো একদম ফেটে বেরোচ্ছে, বার্স্ট সিমস মানে সেলাইয়ে, আর ও হচ্ছে টলার হয়ে গেছে। ওর বেয়ার্ড অ্যান্ড মাস্টার্সগুলো কভার্ড হয়ে গেছে ওর ফেসে, পুরো মুখ ভর্তি বেয়ার্ড অ্যান্ড মাস্টার্স। আর তার পরিবর্তন কী হয়েছে, থিক অফ হেড অফ, ওর পুরো চুলটা ছিল থিক অফ হেয়ার, সেটা হয়ে গেছে বাল্ড অ্যাভাব হিজ ফোরহেড, ফোরহেড থেকে বাল্ড, ওর বাবা হয়ে গেছে। এটা খুব ভালো করে পড়ো, প্রথম চেঞ্জটা। তাহলে এখান থেকে যদি বাল্ড হেয়ারি, entirely partially, shrunk, taller, smaller, thick, thin, noisy, calm, finally, initially, antics, serious. সো এই জিনিসগুলো মেক সেন্টেন্সের ক্ষেত্রে antics, the child, my youngest brother, starts his antics as soon as he reaches home. তো জিনিসগুলো সোজাই হবে। ফাইনালি অ্যাক্টিভিটিস, noisy activities, the noisy activities done by the by the boys was very irritating. He burst out laughter when he heard of my news. Seems the clothes were about to burst. তাহলে my dress is about to burst, to my new frock is about to burst at its seams, and so I have to return it. Grown taller, my younger brother has grown taller. Beard and mustache দিয়ে আগেই হয়ে গেছে। A man with beard and mustache was found in front of my house. Covered his face entirely. I covered my face entirely when I went out in the sun. Thick head of hair. My thick head of hair is replaced with a baldness because of my fallen hair. So bald. I saw a bald man standing in front of my house. Forehead. There is a mole on his forehead, and it was his identification mark. Clear? Page number 2.